Hi, I'm Kirby Allison, and today I'm in Mallorca, Spain, one of Europe's premier holiday destinations, not for the beach, but instead in search of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Mallorca is a beautiful island located off the coast of Spain in the Mediterranean. It is surprisingly large and rich with heritage. The island of Mallorca has actually been known for its shoemaking for hundreds of years. And the family that we're going to meet with today has been making shoes on this island for over 6 generations, spanning 165 years. Today we're going to be meeting with the abueladejos of Carmina Shoemaker. Today, over 3 generations of family members actively work in the company, and all of their shoes are made right here on the island of Mallorca in the town of Inca. What really separates Carmina from other shoemakers is their passion for their craft. You see, whenever it comes to a pair of shoes, it's the finer details that separate a simple pair of shoes from something that is truly beautiful. And this is where Carmina excels. One can find all of the nuanced details of a beautiful pair of shoes at what is arguably one of the most accessible price points of the entire industry. So this is where our journey begins today, in Parma, Mallorca, at Carmina's first boutique. Carmina, it's so great to see you.
Likewise.
Wow. So great to finally make it to Mallorca.
Yes.
Such a beautiful island.
Have you met Carmina?
Carmina,
Nice to meet you.
So this is your aunt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the company is named after your grandmother?
Exactly.
Okay.
She was a great influence when opening the new company, and it was a homage to her from my granddad.
Really? That's incredible.
Yes.
And your family has a long history here on the island of Mallorca, and then also in shoemaking. Is that correct?
Exactly. It goes back to 1866 with, Matias Pujadas, who had a small workshop in Inca. He actually brought all the machinery from the US. He was a pioneer in the island, an island that down the line ended up having 150 to 100 factories.
Wow.
That he was the pioneer of all of that. And then it just went generation after generation, and here we are.
This is my first time to Mallorca.
Yes.
And flying in, first I was struck by just how large of an island it is. It's beautiful. I can see why all of you are so happy, living here. But also, driving around, it dates back to Roman times and even before. There's so much history on this island itself. So right now we're in Palma, which is kind of the old historic city center of Mallorca.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. Beautiful street. I just had to walk down kind of past the cathedral in order to come to the boutique.
Yeah.
And being in the boutique, it's just like, being in the one in New York and Madison Avenue. I'm surrounded by all of these incredible shoes. Yeah. But you have to say, every single time I'm in one of the stores, I'm struck with the feeling that not even I own enough pair of shoes.
The selection is endless.
One of the things that's always struck me about Carmina, there's 2 things, right? This is one of the first shoe companies I really fell in love with. One being, of course, the nuanced elements of quality, right? You see a lot of these finer details of shoemaking in Carmina that normally you wouldn't find until a shoe is twice as expensive. And just the way that it's made, the way that it's crafted, those nuanced details are really kind of what pull you in to falling in love with shoes. But the second thing is just the scope of models is really second to none. I can't think of another shoe company that has as many models as this in a store. and there's even more online. And this is all a product of the fact that you guys have been doing this so long.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, and even you see all the range of models we have here, you will see in the factory, and you, with the customize, you also can make a big range of, with the big changes we make, and every custom makes the little differences, personalizing each shoe. You will have another big range of styles.
Yeah. How important is the customization? Is that something that a lot of customers take advantage of?
Yeah, lots of them. Every day more, because people, I mean, we have the stock, the styles we ever have, but then people every day wants to have each personal shoe, which changing color, leather, sole, thickness, insole, lining, color of the lining, the little differences, but it makes your own shoe that anybody else have.
And all that can be accommodated through the factory.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, one of the other things I think that's unique about Carmina is that, again, it's totally family owned and run. And, you know, you're not just a shoe brand. I mean, you have an incredible brand that people recognize with quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. But you're also manufacturing the shoes yourselves here in Mallorca at a factory that your family started. It's not being sent out to someone else.
No.
And is that important in terms of being able to provide just the quality, but then also the value?
Totally. That is, every family member does bring something to the construction of a shoe. It's design,
choosing leathers,
it's
everything.
interior design, it's anything. All the major parts of the company are controlled by family members.
Yeah. And how many family members are there today that are actively involved? We have 2 of them here.
Yes, it would be
It
6.
could be 7.
7.
Okay. Wow.
7 as of today. And when it comes to the value, well, we understand that we have kind of an upscale type of shoe, high-end, we would say. But when you look at that, it's more in the quality that we offer. And then we enter in the luxury market, and from our point of view, isn't that like more luxury to value a product for what it is, and not marking it up, and being honest with the price, and being just conveying our values through our brand, through the product. And we're not willing to mark things up just for the sake of marking things up. Things should be fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's an exceptional value, and I think, you know, but that's not to in any way overshadow or underscore the quality, right? Because all of the elements of a great shoe you can find in a pair of Carminas. So, you know, as the customizations become something that Carmina is encouraging more of, I mean, how does a customer go about customizing a shoe? Do they have to come into the boutique? Can they do it online?
I think the best way for them to know which kind of shoe they need is coming to the shop, try different lasts, different fittings, different whites, touch leathers, see the soles, the colors of the lining, the laces, everything that they can feel as it would be the shoe. And then we have the special 3D custom personalized ID in online, which they can see it with. We can make it here with the iPad, and they can see exactly what would be the shoe they're asking.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, going on BMW and being able to like build your own car.
Yeah.
You can now do this with your shoes, right? You can, play around with all the different options and actually see it. So then next thing you know, 45, 60 days later, you've got your custom shoes.
Your special
Amazing.
order.
Yeah. Since I'm here in Mallorca and I'm going to have the privilege of seeing the factory, this is a new suit that I picked up in London, vintage shopping. It was made for me. It was made for this trip.
It looks fantastic.
But the only thing I'm missing is a proper pair of like spectators. So, I don't see spectators as part of kind of the standard range. So is this something then I could customize and actually have made? Well, there we go. Okay. So something like this. So this is beautiful. So if I wanted to have this made with like a light brown leather and then canvassing, right? So this is a stock model. But if I wanted this made custom in light brown and canvas, that's something I could do through the online customization tool.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's make it.
Okay, wow. Can we?
Yes.
That's the beginning. Then you can make whatever you like.
Really?
As we make the shoes, you can make wherever.
So then all of this is available on the website, right? So let's see, so here we've got the 3D personalization. So I can go to customize. I'd like a pair of Oxfords, right? And then I tap that. And so we're going to do this model. And so I was thinking of the Inca last, right? I mean, that's kind of an iconic, smart almond toe. So literally every single part of the shoe, every single pattern element is digitized, down to like the tongue right here, and I can customize all of that.
You can customize all the parts of the shoe.
So have you ever done any like calico color shoes where every part is a different color? You can do that if you want to. So there's nothing in here to guard against good taste or bad taste?
No.
You'll make them all.
You can do whatever you like. For example, you touch here in the vamp, and you can choose the kind of leather.
So if I wanted to do like vegetable, and then what do you think?
Different colors.
Like light brown. There we go. So vamp, if I want to do the canvas to be white, and then I want that to be the tanned. So maybe a natural lining, and then outsole. So I think for this one, we'll do a GR Rendenbach. Yeah. The welt, we'll do Goodyear welt, but you have the flex welt. Edges, we're going to do natural edge. And then stitching, I prefer just kind of what would be traditional on a pair of shoes like this, like almost tone on tone. But I could do contrast stitching if I wanted to.
Yeah, of course.
If you wanted to, yeah.
And goodness gracious, you have what, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24 different colors of stitching alone. And this is for men's and women's shoes, right?
Yes.
So wow, that's amazing. So we'll just go for like a traditional tan stitching. Right. Wow.
And also if you want it on the comment section, you can just write...
Yeah.
You can match it to the...
So if I wanted to do toe plates, I could add toe plates here. Is that done on the last and sole?
It's later when you go to checkout.
Checkout, okay. And then I'm a 8 in the Inca. Add that to the basket.
And here you add it.
So I think for these, we'll do toe plates. And then... Are the shoe trees lasted? Like they match, like for the Inca last, it's kind of an Inca shoe tree?
No, I mean, they are in the standard.
Standard? Okay. So, and then I can add a pair of Carmina shoe trees. So we'll do that. And there we go. As they say in England, Bob's your uncle. That's amazing. So we can drop that into the factory.
Yeah.
And then... What do you think? Can we go actually see them being made?
I think we should.
Carmina, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. I have to meet your mother
Nice
one day.
to meet you.
I mean, I can only imagine. And I guess, Carmina, let's head to the factory.
Let's go.
Shall we? You?
Okay. Welcome to our factory.
Yeah, exciting.
Yes, let me introduce you to my uncle.
Thank you. Wow, Look at this beautiful room.
Yeah, this is Sandra.
Sandro, Kirby, Allison.
Hi, Kirby. Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so much for having me. And what an honor to finally make it out to Mallorca and visit the factory.
Welcome to Carmina. Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, well, it's exciting to be here. And, we visited the beautiful store in Palma. And I thought, here I am in Mallorca. I've got this incredible opportunity to actually visit the Carmina factory. So what better way than to actually see a pair of shoes being made for me? And I thought, I've got this beautiful suit that I just picked up in London. This is vintage from 1981, if you can believe it.
Wow, incredible.
And I thought, what better way to really complete this than with a beautiful pair of spectators, which are now like all but impossible to find. And so
we received your order from Palma store.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, we have all ready to customize your spectator.
Excellent. Yeah. So where does all this start then?
We received the order.
Okay.
In fact, my father is with us and he's waiting for us in upstairs in the product department.
Your father. So we've got 3 generations right here. Well, let's go see it. I can't wait.
Yes, let's go.
All right, thank you. I'll follow you.
This is my father, Jose Albaladejo. He's the founder of the Carmina.
Señor, con mucho gusto. Gracias por todo.
It's Kirby Allison.
Your father or your grandfather are still involved in the business?
He's still involved. He comes every week. He oversees a bit the operation. He's not here full time, but he's still very much involved.
Yeah.
Sí, pues cuarto y quinto.
5th generation.
5th generations as of today.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things that I think strikes me the most about Carmina is of all the, shoe companies out there, I mean, it's still very much family held and family run. And, you've got 3 generations in the factory today, still all very actively involved.
And it's still, everything is done by the control of the family.
Yeah. So what are we seeing right now? This is the pattern making room. And, in the case of my shoes,
we're now starting with the pattern and the design of the shoe.
Okay.
His background in Italy and his big expertise in design is still involved nowadays. And he's now drawn everything on the last for you, everything you've chosen, and we would be ready to move to the next step.
Okay, so the patterns are still sketched out on the last in a very traditional way.
Exactly.
Sí, que hacemos todas las hormas, sí.
Exactly. Everything is, as we were saying, by hand. We have different fits. We have the one you selected is the Inca last. It's the special last of the house because we are right now in Inca, in the town, and the family wanted to make a little homage to the town and to where everything started and the tradition. So you will see that Inca in our collection comes with specific features that are like that other lasts will not have.
Okay.
Yeah. Such as it comes naturally with a Cuban heel. It comes with an almond toe, and generally it's our most precious last.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful smart last. I'm excited to have a pair of spectators made out of that. So this is it. This is the shoe.
That's it.
Beautiful.
In fact, this is the spectator that you chosen from our collection for your new Carminas.
Beautiful shoe, and something to suit the suit that I'm wearing.
Wow.
Pun intended. 50% of your production are all single shoes that go through the customization process.
Yes. In the last few years, we developed our 3D tool customization, and we are doing everyday more pairs, especially for our customers all around the world.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so someone like me that kind of wants to have this shoe made, right? It's not something that you would have in stock, but I can commission it as a one-of-a-kind piece.
Exactly.
Right?
Make it to your likes.
Yeah.
And modify anything you need to.
That's amazing. So, so I went through the little selector in the store and kind of designed this. And so it comes into the factory, right? I mean, we visited with your grandfather, but here this is where the pattern making is done.
Yeah. This is the base of the spectator that you're choosing today to cut, especially for you. And then we adapt some pieces to combination for combi the lining with the leather.
Okay.
We need another pieces that are this kind.
Yeah. So this really speaks to the degree of customization. I mean, each shoe really is given special attention.
Exactly. And that's how we are able to offer modifications. Everything is held here in-house, and we're trying to adapt everything to everyone and to their desires, and that's what we're doing now with you.
Yeah, I mean, real shoemakers, versus shoe manufacturing.
Exactly.
I mean, yes, Carmina makes a lot of shoes, but it's really approached in the shoemaking tradition, piece by piece, custom, and for the customer.
Exactly.
This is our goal.
Yeah.
Make a special shoes for every individual customer.
Yeah, it's amazing. Huh. Well, that's exciting. I can't wait to see this come together. Yeah, gracias.
We have all our leathers in this section of the factory.
Yeah. Whenever a shoe is called up, then the pattern's taken, and then depending on the leather, you'll come in here and pull the leather out and select where it's going to be cut.
We have now the pattern, your spectator, and now we will select the leathers.
Okay.
Today we will try Boscal from Annonay.
Okay. Yeah.
Combi with the canvas.
Okay. So how many different types of leathers then? I mean, this is a huge variety. We've got suede. This is suede.
This is suede from England, from Charlton Street.
Okay.
Still done on the French calf.
Okay.
But turning by the back.
Okay. This is antique.
This is museum from Sonta, from Italy.
Okay.
Conceria Sonta.
And then this is a beautiful pebble grain.
This is our classic current grain.
Okay.
It comes from Tannery-le-Poud.
Okay.
Tannery-le-Poud. Our rustic alf in different colors, always by Annonay, done in France.
You can even have your red shoes.
Red one.
There you go.
Here we have our super special leathers. Like our exotics is alligatore. In this case, is a black alligator. That is special. Always with CITES.
Yeah, the sides.
With protection sides. Okay. We have different colors in black. Our alligators.
Yeah, maybe we use this instead of the light brown calfskin.
This is for special shoes. This is for special shoes.
Yeah.
You should get one of them.
Maybe not yet,
Okay.
but
in the future.
not for the spectators, but this is beautiful.
For example, for Oxford.
Yeah.
Polished.
Yeah.
Beautiful, light brown.
Or even a nice pair of loafers. It's kind of nice to juxtapose the really high-end skins.
With a more casual.
Yeah. And then crocodile, ostrich, python, lizard.
Yeah, lizard.
And then here we've got the cordovan.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, Carmina, probably has to be, one of the largest manufacturers of cordovan shoes available anywhere in the world.
Probably.
Yeah.
One of the favorite leathers in Carmina, as you know, is shell cordovan.
Shell cordovan.
Shell cordovan, always 100% from Horween.
Horween in Chicago. So then what about kind of my leather? Can we go take a look?
For sure.
So can we? Wow. Wow.
This is a natural cowl from Annonay.
Yeah.
And of course, we always use the best parts of every leather.
Incredible. What about the canvas?
We have it over there.
Canvas.
We have 2 colors that you can choose from. Here you would have the color that we think you would prefer. And it's a nice off-white that would go almost perfect with your suit.
So this is what we'll do. We'll use this for the
Against
vamp
these.
against the natural calf, and I think we're going to have a beautiful pair of shoes.
I believe so. I believe
It's great to see this come together.
After the selection, Kirby, we will go to cut your shoe, your spectator, and we will go to cut by hand with our staff.
Yeah, great. All right. It's exciting.
It is.
No, so here we are.
Now
clicking.
Now we are with Pepe. He's our main specialist in clicking.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say he's the boss of this operation, and now he has prepared the piece of your pattern for the spectator that we are producing today for you, especially for you. And now we are ready to cut this leather.
Excellent. Can we watch?
Of course, yeah. Pepe, are you ready to cut? After cutting your shoes, spectators, here is where we produce the upper. This is the room where the upper stitching. Traditionally, in Mallorca, 100 years ago or more than 100 years ago, here are working women.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tradition of Mallorca. Not in all the countries it's the same.
Yeah.
The same tradition, but here in Mallorca is still keeping this
And so this is where all kind of the precision of putting the uppers.
fine work, precision, and very, very, very clear.
Yeah. And so after my upper has been cut, it comes into this room and this then begins to be put together.
Yeah. We join all the pieces of the shoes here.
Okay.
First of all, in this line, we work with cues.
Okay.
Cues. And then in the second line is the specialist in stitching.
Okay. So this is all handwork right here on this line.
All in this department is hand stitching. In this department, we stamp the medallion. We make we grave your name with the laser inside in the lining. We make the
the broguing.
Broguing.
Yeah.
All these works are done here.
Yeah. Okay. And then after this, once the upper is completely sewn together, where is the rest of the shoe made?
After these works, the factory is in ground floor.
Okay.
After the upper stitching, we go up downstairs and make the finish the shoe.
Finish the shoe. Okay. here they are.
Look at this.
This is beautiful. Wow, they're really coming together.
Yeah.
I have to say, this is a beautiful choice.
Yeah.
Look at this.
The uppers are now done, finalized. I think the next step is go down to the factory and constructive on the last and finish them.
Okay. So all the uppers are done on this floor, and then once they're at this point, they're sent downstairs.
We get the labor hand in this floor, and then we are going to the ground floor to finish the shoes.
Yeah, these are beautiful.
This is it.
Couldn't be
Very
more
good
excited.
selection,
Yeah,
Kirby.
yeah, thank you. Well, shall we?
Oh, look this. We are very proud about the hand labor of our staff in this department. She's rolling the tassels now,
Okay.
always by hand.
So there's still a lot of handwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say we are more shoemakers than a factory.
Yeah.
Because still working like 100 years ago.
Yeah, that's amazing.
By hand.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what about this right here? This is,
In this case, it's a Cordovan, hatch-grain Cordovan, but stitched the bump. This was stitched by hand, 100% by hand with 2 threads.
and then is this blind stitch right here, is that
Yeah.
by hand as well?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. Well, it's those nuanced details of shoemaking that really kind of separate just a pair of shoes from something that's truly beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to kind of see all
We
this.
are
in the
very proud.
factory.
They are doing a very, very good job.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, let's go downstairs. I'm excited to see the factory.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Kirby, for lasting your spectator, we need the rest of the materials before going into the production. Yeah, okay. We have, in this case, we have the last Inca.
Okay.
Okay, that uses this last for you. And when we see your feet, we decide to put an extra instep piece, leather instep. Yeah.
And so is this something, because this wasn't an option through the customizer, so is this something that a customer can email your customer service team
Totally.
to request?
Our team is able to advise. You can, explain your past purchase behaviors and difficulties, and we'll be able to help you with small modifications.
Yeah. And you guys have a team of people here in the factory
Correct.
that also help, answer the phones from the United
Yes,
States?
yes, and both online and then you can call the stores. Anyone is willing to.
Okay. So this is a customization that's offered through the made-to-order process that you can have. That's great.
Absolutely, it's available.
Because that's a big deal for me with my feet. I have a very high instep, and so one of the challenges with ready-to-wear shoes is that they never quite fit across the top. And so it's great that we can achieve that here to make them fit even better. So that's exciting. Yeah, good. Okay.
For the soles, we have JR soles from Germany.
My favorite. Yeah. So J.R. Rindenbach, Oak Bark Tan,
Yeah, in Germany.
the best.
One of the best soles in the world, of course. The heels are doing it with the same sole.
Really?
Yeah. The topping is again with Brandenbeck. Okay. All the heels are done in Carmina. We produce all the materials.
Okay.
We get raw material from the suppliers, and we produce all the heels, the insoles, the soles. All is done in our factory.
So you're stamping out your own insoles and building your own heel blocks?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because a lot of factories, they buy these pre-made.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are these solid leather layers to the heel block?
Yes.
Okay. So that's great. So we've got the
The insole.
outsole, the heel block.
Okay. And for the insoles, we have a leather insole with the shape of the last Inca.
Okay.
Like the shoes. Okay. Behind, we get the rib
Okay.
to get the Goodyear Welted. Okay. 2 stitching, one to the rib, and the other side outsole.
Yeah. And so this is the backbone kind of a Goodyear Welted shoe, to which, the upper and the inner lining, like this entire thing, is sewn to the insole through the ribbing with the Goodyear Welted machine.
Yes.
And then the outsole is sewn to the welt.
To the welt, absolutely.
Okay.
Look, Kirby, this is another insole that we are offering.
Okay.
That is without the rib. This is the insoles directly split, and then we can get welted from the insole directly to the upper.
So this is almost like a hand welted shoe.
Yes.
Where the ribbing or the welt is actually sewn directly into the insole.
Yes.
As opposed to being done through ribbing.
Yes, of course.
Ah, okay. So what's the benefit of this? I mean, this seems new.
Flexibility.
Okay.
Okay. And it is, as you said, like hand welted, Goodyear welted shoes.
Okay. But still done with the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay.
So we have all the materials done now. So we need to go to the next step, that is lasting.
Okay. Great. Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's go. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.
In this department, basically, we are lasting.
Okay.
We are lasting with this machine, Italian technology, and then we are putting the nails down to fix the upper on the last.
Yeah. So this forms the upper over the last, gives it its shape, and then the nails or the staples are effectively just holding it together until it goes to the welting process.
Of course. We are getting these nails down until the weld.
Yeah. Okay. Great. What's next?
Okay, so now we can go to the welting process. And we put the rib or the welt, 360 degrees over the shoe. Yeah. Yeah, we are cutting the excess of the leather.
Okay.
We are preparing the room for welting. For welting. Yeah. Here we are getting a flat space for the welting to stitch the welt 360 degrees. Here we have an extra protection for keeping the upper clean during the process.
Yeah. So this is helping keep the shoe clean during the shoemaking.
Yes, absolutely. This is the welt, 360. We start here, weld 360 degrees, and then cut and join here. You can see the stitching. The stitching is from the welt to the rib. That is having with the thread. Then when we have ready to stitch in the outsole.
Yeah. So this right here, I mean that thread, the stitching, right, that attaches the welt to the rib, is also holding together the upper, the interlining, any of the hard countering.
All now is fixed.
Yeah.
All.
And then the outsole is simply sewn to the welt, and that's what allows it to be pulled off and resoled without disturbing the construction of the shoe at all.
Yeah, and always really free the insole. Never going into the insole.
Yeah.
Always outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
That's what I guess allows a trusty old pair of shoes, and it gets more comfortable over time.
Yeah.
And so you can have it resoled, but still trust that the shoes are going to fit.
Goodyear Welted, when you are using, probably are one of the most comfortable shoes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after they're broken in, right? I mean, they only get more comfortable with time. And the beauty of the Goodyear Welting is that you can resole it with confidence that whenever you receive the shoe back, it's going to fit just like it was before you sent it in.
Yes.
The welt has been attached. Shoes really coming together. So what's next in this process?
The next in the process is we are putting the cord to get the little cushion and print our footprint in the insole, and then the shank to get the structure of the shoe.
And so all that is done then before the outsole is sewn onto the shoe.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, let's go see it. Yeah. All right, so the shoes have been welted.
Yes.
And here we are in the second half of the line.
No.
What happens next?
Now we are going to the putting the outsole.
Okay. And one of the things that really separates, you know, a pair of shoes from Carmina, again, comes back to these nuanced details. And when it comes to the outsole, it has that beautiful kind of finished sole where you can't see any of the stitching.
Yeah.
How is that done?
Then we with the knife we split the soles.
Okay.
We split the soles before stitching.
Okay.
Okay. We create a channel for stitching and then a stitch with the two threads.
Okay.
And then we close
the
side. Yeah, we close the channels.
And that's what creates that kind of invisible channel stitching.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the look of a new pair of shoes with that perfectly finished outsole.
Yeah.
It's really one of those things I really love.
Yeah. We always make the stitches hidden. Okay, and then polishing, and you get the mirror gloss. Yes, in the soles. After this, we press the heels. Okay. Trimming, and we prepare for trimming the soles. Okay.
So a lot of steps go into that finishing process. I mean, the factory is divided into effectively 3 lines, right? You've got a line that goes into effectively putting the welt on, and then you've got a line just for the outsoles and heels, but then you have another line that is just finishing the edges, the heels, and inking the bottom of the sole.
The third part of the line is for finishing.
Finishing.
It's dedicated for the finishing, for the creams, for the polish. Then we get out with the last. Okay. Put in the insoles with the brand, laces, more cream, shiny.
I mean, a lot of work goes into, just finishing the shoe. I mean, the shoe's been made at that point, but it's just kind of bringing it all together.
Yeah, it's one of the hard points of Carmina.
Yeah.
We invest a lot in the finishing our shoes.
Yeah.
the final station. We put the labels on the box, we box the shoes, and finally give your spectator. Kirby.
Exciting. Now that the shoes are finished, it's time to collect them. And what a privilege to be here in Mallorca at the Carmina factory and to be able to see these beautiful spectators made from start to finish. It's time to try them on. I know they're gonna look perfect, and go out and enjoy them here in beautiful Mallorca. Gosh, well, you know, I have to say, after seeing the entire process, it's no small amount of work that goes in to making a pair of shoes. But how exciting. Can I do the honors?
Finally, we are the spectators.
All right. Look at these. Wow. All right, well, let's do it. Carmina.
Wow.
Well, what do you think?
Look at this.
So.
How do you like them?
Well, they look beautiful. And I was telling Sandro, after seeing the process of these shoes being made, I've got an even greater appreciation for the work that goes into making a beautiful pair of shoes, because it's no small amount of work.
And it's the first time that you're now feeling the extra instep, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. We even were able to customize the last. Look at that, it closes beautifully. Incredible, I love this Inca last. And then this is actually, I think, the first time I even wear a pair of spectators. I've never owned a pair. So this is pretty exciting. This is a first. Wow. Well, what do you think? I mean, I couldn't think of a better pair of shoes for this outfit.
Beautiful.
I mean, you know, this is my first pair of spectators, and the canvas, the light brown leather, and this suit, I mean, talk about the cherry on top. That totally pulls this entire thing together. And what greater privilege to be able to actually see these shoes being made here in Mallorca. I mean, the amount of work that goes in to the creation of these shoes is even more than I had anticipated. So, Sandra, thank you so much for showing that to me.
Thanks for coming to Carmina.
Yep.
We appreciate it.
Pleasure and honor is mine.
See you soon.
And Carmina, of course, you know, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Kirby.
And thanks for inviting me out here. Wow, what an absolutely incredible day. Not only am I walking away with an absolutely beautiful new pair of spectators, but I have a newfound appreciation for the quality, craftsmanship, and tradition of Carmina Shoemakers. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If this is your first time watching a video on this YouTube channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't visited KirbyAllison.com, of course, it's the best way to support the content that we're filming here on this YouTube channel. There you'll find the largest collection of luxury garment care and shoe care accessories in the world, as well as other great clothing accessories for the well-dressed, like this sovereign grade necktie. And for those really looking to support the content that we're filming, we just launched a new Patreon where 100% of the proceeds go to support our ability to travel. Of course, I'm Kirby Allison, and I love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes while exploring the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Thanks for watching.